Hi all, welcome to Color Leaf Technology. My name is Manoj Kumar Acharya. I am a Google certified cloud engineer, architect and AI trainer. Today we are going to learn about the Google ADK Agentic AI. Here are the various topics that we are going to cover. First of all, let's understand point by point overview of the agentic AI. Basically, what the agentic AI is. Agentic AI refers to the artificial intelligence system designed to pursue complex goals, plan multi-step workflows, use external tools, and act autonomously rather than merely generating single-shot responses. Let's compare the RAG versus agents. RAG is it's a question and answer answering tool. RAG couples LLM with external knowledge retrievals. While agent is different, it can plan, reason, and act multi-step. RAG is stateless. Stateless, it doesn't return the states, while the agent returns the states. RAG is only for grounded question and answer and document search, but agent is for complex multi-step workflow that requires reasoning. It can use tools and also adapted to the new scenarios. The next question is why should we go for the Google ADK? Google ADK is developed by Google itself. It can use Google Cloud infrastructure that is being used by Google applications like Search, YouTube, Google Map, etc. It is completely flexible. It can use Google Gemini Plus as well as you can embed this model, agentic AI, with other LLM frameworks. It is very developer friendly. You can you can build the agents. You can use it through CLI, web, and REST API. There are more theory part to cover, but before that, so let's start with a sample agentic AI application development. I have opened my VS Code. We are going to use Google ADK. That's the library we are going to use. But before that, we have to create a virtual environment. We have to deploy the library, and after that, we will start on creating the building the agent Google ADK agents. So let's start with that. I'm creating a new terminal window. I'm going to use UV, but however you can use the pip, no problem. So let's create a virtual environment. UV VNV. It will create a virtual environment for us. Now let's activate the virtual environment. .bnb slash scripts slash activate. Okay, it has been activated. So now we are going to deploy our requirements inside the virtual environment. So same, I'll be using the UV. You can use the pip for that. UV pip install hyphen r hyphen requirements dot txt. Okay. Okay. So now it's done. So let's see which version we have got. Again, UV pip show Google ADK. So it is saying that the version we have installed, that is 2.5.0, and the name is Google ADK. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now let's go to the theory part. Again, go back to the slide. So first of all, how can we create an agentic AI using the Google ADK? So there are three approaches. One is imperative. We can code to create our agents. That's the production way of developing agents. Second one is the declarative. We can create a config file, an YAML file, and we can that config will help us to build a agent quickly. So that is for the demo purpose only. And third, also you can also use the hybrid. We can create the YAML file. We can keep our necessary settings inside the YAML file. However, whenever it is required, we can also call it inside our code. That is the hybrid approach. So these three approaches we are going to explore today. So let's start with the imperative one first. Okay, let's go back to our Visual Studio Code. Let me create a new folder. Let's say imperative. Imperative. So we have created a folder called imperative. Inside the imperative folder, we will build our first ADK agentic AI with the imperative approach, basically with the code. So let's go to the imperative. Let's cd imperative. Okay, we are there. So now we are going to create an agent. So for that, ADK has given already defined a tool for that. So what we can do, just execute this statement, ADK create and give the agent name. Let's say hello agent. So remember, just don't use a hyphen, use underscore instead. Enter. Okay. So there are a few questions you need to answer. First of all, it's asking like which model you are going to use, Gemini 3.5 plus or other models. So other medical models basically Google Cloud has a service called Model Garden. It has hundreds of models. So which model you are going to use? By default, is the Gemini 3.5 plus. That's the latest one. So let's use that one for our demo purpose. Now, where you are going to host your model? There's a Google AI, Vortex AI, login with Google. Three options are there. So we are going to use the Google AI. So Vortex AI little bit advanced. Let's not go for that. We'll cover it in some in later in other video. So let's go for the Google AI option one. Okay. Now it is saying that it needs an API key. So what we have to do? We have to go to here and create an API key. Copy here. Okay. Go to API key. And before that, ensure you have already uh, Google Google Cloud account. You have already created a project for that, and after that, you will be able to generate the API key. And one more thing, you need to remember, this is a prepay. The billing tier. Just look at the billing tier. It's a tier one prepay. That means you need to add some money before that. You can just add some 100 rupees or 200 rupees anyway, uh, and then it will be available. So I have already added some amount, prepay amount, and that's why it is available to me. So copy API key. I copied it. Go to our VS Code and paste it. Okay. Now it's done. So you see, it has created three things. One is the environment, git ignore. That's you can ignore it. Another is the init py and agent py. So three things, three files are here important. Let's have a look into that. What is there inside all these files? Expand our imperative folder. You see the agent is hello agent folder has been created. So first go to the init.py. It has only one statement from dot import agent. If it's not there, it will not work. So remember, it should be there. Anyway, the ADK is generating by itself. Nothing to do for us. Close it. Second is the environment file. So it is saying that Google Gemini use enterprise 0 and most important is the Google API key. This is the key we provided, uh, we generated and we provided while creating the uh, agent. And after that, third thing is the agent py. So it has nothing to do. So it has a root agent. So remember, so that's the entry point for us, and the name should be a root underscore agent. And after that, it is initializing the class agent. It is specifying the model, which model we are going to use, and it needs to have a name. So if you have like multi models, then we will refer each model by their name. So a name must be unique and it should be there. It cannot be left blank. Then the description and instruction. So description is basically the role. It is defining the role. A helpful assistant for users is your question. And the instruction it is what is required to do. So that's the instruction for the agent. Okay, so now it's ready. Our agent is ready. So let's see it in action. To see it running, what we can do, you have to execute this command. Okay, so what we need to do, even again the ADK has given a tool for that. Just ADK run. We are already inside the imperative folder and our agent name is hello agent. Hello agent. Wow. So our agent had started running. So there are some warnings. Just you can ignore those warnings. So now the user is like it's going to answer some question and agent is going to reply. Let's say I'm saying what is capital of South Africa. You know the South Africa has three capitals, right? So let's see how it is replying. Yeah. So it is saying that there are three capitals are there: Cape Town, Pretoria, okay, uh, Bloemfontein, something. So there. So now let's say we can ask another question. So like the what is the capital of what is the capital of okay. So let's ask some tricky question. Statement. Statement is uh, Ram has gone to his school. Now, question. Where RAM has gone. Okay. So it is saying that pretty much straightforward based on the statement Ram has gone to his school. That's all. So let's we can uh, create a summary of our chat. Okay. So it has given us a summary. Okay. So let's stop this one. Control C, and it's aborted. Now what we are going to do, we'll be creating a agent using the declarative approach. Let's create a separate folder for that. This is imperative, and we'll create a new folder. We'll call it declarative, and also we need to go there, cd, one step back, cd, one. We are in the declarative folder. So now how can we create it? Same, using the ADK, create. Hello agent, and we have to pass the parameter, that is a type equal to declarative. Okay, DCL, enter. Type declarative is not one of a code or config. So, okay. Something I am missing might be. Okay, so what we can do, sorry, let's make it config. Bingo. So it's going to create same way. Pass one, login with a Google one API key. We have already to open. So let's copy it from there and paste it. Okay. So now it has been created. So if you see, env file is created, init file is there, and additionally we have gotten a YAML file. So let's go inside the YAML file to see what is there. Expand the declarative root to agent YAML file. So this is the YAML file which contains all the information. Name is the root agent, description, instruction, model. And here we don't have any uh, Python file, the way it was created in the agent PI. Okay. So let's execute it. Let's see how it is working. ADK create, sorry, yeah, ADK run hello agent. Same way. Directory hello agent doesn't exist. Okay, so I think we gave it a different name. Oh, sorry. So it's not the underscore, it is a hyphen. Okay. Hello agent, agent name must be valid Python identifier. So that's why I was just telling that uh, we should not use the hyphen. Instead, we should use the underscore. Okay, so let's do one thing. Uh, let it create again. Declarative hello agent. I find it. This is the best way to delete. Okay, so we can recreate it again. CLS ADK run ADK create hello agent underscore one one API key. We have already API key here in the inside the imperative env. Let's use this one. Okay, so now it is there. So now we'll run it. ADK run hello agent. Now it should work. Okay, so same thing. So what is the capital of France? A trivial question. Okay, so Paris is the capital of France. What is significance of Paris? Let's see if it's talking about the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so it has given something. So let's about it. Okay. So yeah, so that's all about. Uh, we created a through a imperative approach, and second we created a declarative approach. And the next thing is we are going to create a hybrid approach. But uh, that will take another video because it might take some 5 to 10 minutes to craft the entire thing. So one more thing I wanted to share. You might come across this kind of errors. Okay. So first of all is the resource exhausted error code. Your prepayment credits are deleted. Please go for AI Studio and manage your project billing. So that is what I am saying. So in case if you have not created a prepay account, then you will get this kind of error, and it is showing the no credit. So make sure you have enough the credit balance. So that's all for this time. Thank you for watching the video. Please give your comment below. I have put the GitHub link in the description so you can have access to the code base. Thank you. Okay, so we have seen two ways of defining an agent. One is the imperative way by writing the code, and second one is the declarative way, just to by creating a configuration or let's say YAML file. But is that there is also another way uh, that is called a hybrid approach. In hybrid approach, the YAML file will be there along with we can also create tools using the Python code. So let's explore that one. I've already created I've already created an hello agent that's a hybrid using the hybrid approach. The approach is the same. So you have to execute ADK. Let me go here. Control C. Okay. So we have to use ADK create hello agent Sorry, there is a typo mistake. Agent hyphen type equal to equal to config and enter. So this way, this will create a agent, declarative agent, and you will find the root agent YAML file like something like this. But now what we are going to do, we need to call a tool, or we need to we might need to call a Python function for certain purpose. So for that reason, what you can do, you can just write the both the description and the instructions, and explicitly tell the agent to use the tool for what purpose. And here in the tools, we have mentioned the name of the function, that is the get weather, and it is defined inside a file called weather.py. So that is the weather.get weather and a name. Remember, there should not be any space. There should be a space between a name and the hyphen. If there is no space, then it will be running into the error. So I have already created this. So let's go to the get weather class. So what we have written here, it's a simply like that str and the city name the user is going to provide, and after that it is going to return a message. The weather in the city is sunny with the 28 degrees centigrade. So let's execute it. ls ADK run hello agent, and we are inside the hybrid folder. Okay, so now it's using that. So I would be asking, what is the weather in Bangalore now? So it is in that tool called for Bangalore, and it's the replying the weather in Bangalore is currently sunny with the temperature 28 degree. Okay, so that's all for this video. The next thing we'd be exploring, what about if I want to expose, if I want to return something in a JSON format, and I want to use that JSON string in some another function. So that is how we are going to chain different agents. So that we'll be learning in our next tutorials. Thank you. Thanks for watching.